This episode of Seeing Red is presented in stereoscopic 3D and needs red and blue anaglyph glasses to view properly. But you can watch this episode in monochromatic 2D by clicking the link in the description. How's it gaming? I'm Phil in the Blanks and welcome to episode 8 of Seeing Red, a series of videos looking at the entirety of the Virtual Boy library. This is Vertical Force, one of the only top-down shooters for the entire system. It's a classic genre, so, the Virtual Boy needs at least one. We had Red Alarm a couple weeks ago with the full 3D, so it's nice to have that traditional 2D. Let's go in there. We're going to change it to medium difficulty, because you can only get the real ending if you do at least medium, and hard is way too freaking hard. Let's just jump in there. Stage 1. This is a very short game. Most shooters are, to be really honest, but I love the rotation effect, very cool. But what is the gimmick for this? The gimmick is being able to go in and out of the depth of screen. Basically, kind of a game has two layers, an upper layer and a lower layer. It's a pretty unique idea. I'm pretty sure it's not the only spaceship shooter to do it, but it is nice that it is for a system that is completely in 3D. So if you are able to watch this video in 3D, I'd recommend it because it works pretty well, and I think it's worth playing it like that too. If you have to play this via emulation, I would recommend playing it in 3D simply because it is harder to do when it's completely flat. So other than that, it's pretty traditional. You have your three weapons, and you have your little kind of option, almost like from Gradius, but you don't control it. It's a little drone. And you actually get a few of them. It goes off and does its own thing, and it has its own life. My life is the top left. My drone's life is the bottom left. And you can, stash away your drone for later, which is the three little boxes at the bottom right. So right now I only have the one, but I'll be able to get more and switch them out, and they restore health when they're not on the field. It's a pretty cool idea. You can also blow them up. They act as your bomb as well, but I find it not to be a very useful kind of thing. So we put him away. He's going to be gaining life as he's away. Now we're going to fight the mid-boss. He appears, in every level. I always like the, not all shooters do this, but I like it when shooters have this tradition of, the rival mech character. I always think of Rocket Knight Adventures for that, personally. What was his name? Axel Gear or something like that? It was a neat thing. Alright, there we go. He's full life. Our little drone is back to normal. Well, now he's already taken a hit. You also have three types of weaponry that can level up 3 times. Right now, I think this is considered the spread shot, even though it's not really spreading. Or, sorry, wide shot. So I get this, and now it's wider. Every time you get hit, though, you do lose a level in it. There's also laser, and there's a shield one as well. But I tend to stick with the wide when I can. But I'm assuming laser's the powerful one. Oh, there it goes. It kind of follows you around. It's very Gradius, but I like the wide. You only level up if you get another power of the same style. So if I get, this laser or either of these shields, so I'm going to get both shields, bam, and leveled up once. Because if I go from, laser to shield to wide, they don't level up, they just change. So here's the first boss. You definitely can see, even in 2D, how the layering effect kind of works. Because obviously, when you're on the top layer, bottom layer shots won't hit you, and when you're in the bottom layer, top layer shots won't hit you. Your drone kind of moves around a little bit too, which is kind of neat. He has a little bit of a mind of his own. I'm so bad. Am I gonna die here? No, okay, there we go. Jeez, I was really not paying attention. But I mean, that's what happens when I'm trying to explain the game instead of kind of really concentrating. But now you know everything there basically is to know about Vertical Force. Now we can concentrate. It looks like we're going to a kind of a weird alternate Europe there. I like how each stage has this cool transition into the next area. I like that a lot. Very cool. But yeah, no, it's a perfectly fine game. I think it's a little difficult. My test playthrough was in 2D, and I found it really hard. I found playing it in 3D actually works really well, and it works a lot better, especially for the bosses later. I find the game doesn't get too hard until you're in the 4th level. The 3rd level boss is somewhat difficult, but it's the 4th level that really racks up the difficulty. Where's my drone going? What the hell just happened there? Other than that, it's pretty standard. I mean, shooters are difficult in these games. And thankfully you take more than one shot. That would be insane Because, like, it's very fast, and the lack of real color and stuff really, really hurts it, obviously. This was, you know, remade, and all the shots were, like, a bright purple, like in a lot of Bullet Hell and Danmaku games, which helped really make the bullets easier to see. It would make a big difference, but other than that, I think this game does a good job. Here we go again. Here's the classic mech guy. Like his arm cannons basically change every level too, so it's kind of a neat idea. A lot of times the drone is enough to take him out though, because the drone just shoots really quickly. It looks a little bit like the Enterprise. I'm not a Trek guy, it's like a Star Trek guy, a Trekkie, but man, it really looks like the USS Enterprise to me. There we go. He's gone again. Boom. And then now we actually have, I think it's actually technically we have 4 drones, because you have 3 in reserve and 1 kind of out. So that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. It's a neat little thing. So this was made by Hudson Soft. Those who play retro video games should know that name by now. Hudson Soft is a massive player of retro like stuff in the 90s and the 80s. They only made 2 games for the Virtual Boy, and this is their final one. We actually saw the first one already, which was Panic Bomber, which I thought was a really, really good one. This definitely has more Virtual Boy-ness than Panic Bomber did, but I mean, I get why they did Panic Bomber. They just like, hey, it's a puzzle game. Puzzle games are on every machine, and we're going to see more of that literally next episode. The idea of a puzzle game being on every system. But this one is pretty cool. It is a very, very traditional genre, and while I think there's a lot you can do with it, it's very understandable. Most people can watch or look at a top-down shoot 'em up and understand what's going on and understand the gameplay. So it's cool that they were like, well, how do we do something different with this for the Virtual Boy? And they do something. We are really low on life. Thankfully, this is not a hard boss, so we should be okay. It's just 2 mechs. Ignore the one on the top, or sorry, on the whichever one you're not on. So I like to just stay on one layer and concentrate if I can. Kind of avoid them if they're too close. But other than that, it's not the worst thing in the world. It helps that I've played it before, because knowing like which one has the shots or which one has the missiles really helps. This is one of only 3 Virtual Boy games I actually have a physical copy of, and I played a bit when I got my Virtual Boy and got some games. I used to play them because like when you collect, you want to play the games, or just let the drone basically do as much work as we can while we get out of the way. There we go. That was fine. And this was the one I played a chunk of, other than Wario Land, because I only have Mario Tennis, Wario Land, and Vertical Force. This was fun. I'd never beaten it until recently, because I never really sat down and like tried to get good at it. So it's nice to kind of finally put the work in and get somewhat good. Let's get our wide shot upgraded. There we go. Your regular shots, to be honest, are more than enough for the enemies. It really is just for the bosses. It's not that it's weak or anything, but the laser is presumably stronger, more focused shots. And your drones can get a different shot too, because like my drone has laser, but I have the wide shot. Mind you, it doesn't really matter. I'm usually getting hit enough during a boss that I lose all my weaponry and I'm back to normal, so it is what it is. I'm bad at timing when we're getting to boss, because I don't really have these areas memorized, so... Oop, I need to go under. So it's not like I'm able to time it, like, alright, we're getting close to the boss, let's switch it over to the laser, and that sort of thing. But for the most part, I'd rather keep wide anyways. I just got hit, so my wide is gone. Boo. It's a fast-moving game. I'm actually surprised they made it go so fast, considering this is still a Virtual Boy game, and you still have players shoving their face into a pair of goggles that shoot red at you. So you'd think they'd be like a little bit less not difficult. I don't know. I just find that crazy. There's so few games for the Virtual Boy, so you really notice how many of them are just outrageously difficult. Telro Boxer and Red Alarm say hi. This one, same thing. That's why I'm not playing on hard. I tried. No, it was just way too hard. Even this gets really difficult by the end. I have a lot of trouble with the 4th level boss. The last boss actually isn't too bad. It's the 4th level boss that gives me a hard time. You have a lot of life, man. You are still going. Come on. A lot of times it's better to be small, simply because, or not small, bottom layer. There's more room on the screen, and you take less room of it, so it's usually is helpful. But I mean, just kind of react accordingly. The enemies start reacting a lot faster too about that, so it's not easy to just stay. There we go, there's the bomb. Makes sense. I mean, you can only hold 4 drones, so if one's about to die and there's a drone pickup, you might as well just bomb your current drone and grab it. I'm assuming that's what you're really meant to do with the drone bombs. I tend to use my bombs against bosses, which isn't really smart in this one. There we go, we can do it again. Change over to a less full health one, and there we go. But yeah, no, I in games like this, I tend to use bombs against bosses, because I'm used to, like, bullet hells where using a bomb means that you're wiping the screen free of projectiles. That doesn't really happen here, so it doesn't help me at all. I take a lot of damage. Though it is relative, I wouldn't say easy, but it's I can beat this game without dying, so hopefully we'll be getting that today. But if I'm gonna die, it's gonna be against the 4th boss. This one's not too bad. It's a neat idea. Oh, well, there was one drone gone. Oh, I let that run right into me. Damn. Oh, well, shit. Still got a little bit of a laser. Oh, God. No, I'm doing really bad, but he should be almost dead. Sucks when he rotates this, because like 2 of them are on the upper layer, and 2 of them are on the bottom layer. And... okay, there we go. We're fine. Watch out for these guys, and then there you go. You don't need to destroy them, they just leave. Huzzah! Just take a quick drink before stage 4. I guess we're going to the North Pole. Oh, there it is. Very cool. That's very neat. That music is super good too. This is where the game gets difficult. This is a difficult level with an extremely difficult boss. When I played the game, my first practice run of this game was on easy, just to see if it was worth playing on easy. And it's funny because you can actually take out the 4th boss just by tanking it. If you're at full life, stand right in front of its face and just fire, and I was able to take it out before it took me out. You can't do that on normal mode. I learned that the hard way, so I won't try. I start the fight like that, but I can't stay there the whole way. Bosses have a lot more health. But then I found out that when you beat the game on easy, like, you get to see all the levels and stuff, so you're not losing content, except for you don't get the credit sequence. And that's an annoying thing for me. Old games used to do that a lot, especially beat-em-ups. It's like, you beat the game on easy, but try hard mode. I don't mind if you get to see the ending and then it just tags on that extra line. That's fine. It's when you straight up don't get the ending. In this game, you don't get the ending. You don't get the credits. It just straight up just goes, try a harder difficulty. This, on medium though, thankfully you do get the full ending. You do still get the line, hey, try on hard mode. That's fine. I want the ending. Now, it's even worse when they cut actual gameplay. I think Golden Axe did that, where you get up to the first Death Adder on the easier difficulty, but you can't go into the last level to fight Death Adder Senior or whatever his name is. Oh, now he's got the punchies! He does not have machine gun. I guess there's still guns. Wow, that died fast. Excuse me, I'm gassy. That was way faster. You should have brought your punchies to a spaceship gunfight, you dum-dum. But I like how he appears all the time. It's neat. What was that name of that spaceship? Sorcerer Striker. I think a couple years ago it was like a medieval shoot 'em up, and it had like the same thing. It had like a rival in a big mech. That's always a fun. That's a fun trope, I guess. Oh yes, we're seeing how to like this. I don't know the story. The evil alien army is creating ships or drones or something. I like that. They're like on this little grid areas. They just go like whoop, whoop, and they're just like creating enemies. It's kind of a neat idea. This is why the level is so difficult. There's just constant enemies being created. There we go. We got our wide, nice and full. Careful, 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 careful. We are not at full health, so we're gonna be really careful. Because I think the boss is coming up. Oh, maybe not. There we go. That's nice. Yeah, here it is. Okay, cool. Not easy. It's very frustrating, so I might be a little quiet for this. It is a cool design, though. Data. Ready. I think that says ready. I don't know. Oh, you have to be on the bottom layer in order to hit it. It's in the eyes, basically. They start lighting. There we go. Okay. Kind of keep going around. You'd think that because there's 2 in the lower layer, you'd want to stay on the top layer, but it's easier to avoid the lower layer stuff. So you're throwing stuff at me. That's fine. Okay. I lure the laser to go on the top layer, and then I stay at the bottom layer. I'm losing my drones fast, though. That's fine. I don't really care. Jeez. Okay, this one I can't do much. All 3 things are the bottom layer, so I kind of have to let my drone do some stuff. Laser's the top, I think. Yeah. No, it's the bottom. Ooh, that was close. Okay, I'm gonna be a little quiet. Ooh, no! Damn it. When it's just like firing little things, it's not too hard to avoid. This is just a couple shots here and there, but... That was good. This is good. That went very well. Oh, yes, I baited the loop. Ah, damn it. Oh, careful, careful. We're not there yet. These guys will do a little bit of a freak out and then they die. There we go. Holy shit. That's pretty much smooth sailing for the rest of the game. Okay, that went really, really well. Woo. And then we go inside of it. I guess we're going into like some other dimension or like data realm or something. This is really hard to see in 2D. It's just a lot of just stuff happening. Go for my wide, because I like it. I like being able to shoot from the sides anyway. Oh, well, I don't have it charged up. Whatever, we have the return of our friend. He's a lot more powerful this time. He's got 4 guns. I mean, that is a huge improvement. He's still pretty easy. The missiles or whatever that follow you around are pretty much just on 1 layer, so just don't be on their layer. They'll still follow you around, but they can't hurt you, so. Careful. Ooh, that was close. No, he's pretty easy. None of the rival fight things are difficult. I was forgetting to use a drone, by the way. Popped him there. Helped him a little bit. Mind you, he's probably gonna die. He just sits right in front of the guns, right? I mean, it's helpful, but it's all about making sure that we put them away and revive them, I guess. We're pretty much there, though. Got rid of all his guns. Now he's just got like this little chest missile or chest shots, I guess. Come on, you have a lot of life, dude. Yeah, as you can tell, there's not a real level here. It's just this guy and then the last boss. Come on, dude. There we go. The explosion's really cool. He's finally truly gone. And here we go. Oh, we get to stock up on some stuff. Ooh, that's fully charged laser. I like, or not laser, a wide. I like how you can get pretty much anything here. We are gonna go for laser, though, because I want that power. Jesus, baby. This is not too difficult. I find the World 4 boss way harder, but this is a long fight. So, already getting hit. Just take out piece by piece, and the laser cuts him down pretty quickly. Ah, well, I'm back. I'm down to like minimal laser now. I've gotten it twice. So I've got small little wiener lasers. Ah, now we're just back to normal. Normal shots. There we go. That's the first form. Still, ah, damn it, Phil, I'm not reacting fast enough. A lot of this is he just does an attack wave, and you just go into a different layer. It's actually fairly simple. It's actually easier when we get a little bit farther. Once he gets some legs, he'll grow legs. That's how robots work. Here we go. There are the legs. He's transforming. There we go. Legs are gone. There we go. So now we're in the laser stage. I only have 2 hits, but we still should be fine. Avoid, avoid, avoid. And when he shoots out like a bunch of guys like that, just head into a different layer. Then there'll be 2 layers of lasers. Just make sure you're on the right layer and you avoid them, you know, just actively. It's pretty easy. He just kind of keeps doing it over and over again. Then we'll get into the last stage where it's like a bunch of crescent, like weird moon crescent shots. just noticed we were on the last hit. Crap, I thought I had more than that. A lot of health, though. Taking out those... There we go, that's both arm guns. I think we're about to head into the last phase. Not yet, I gotta destroy the arms themselves. There we go, that's one. See, nothing can hit me up here. So it really is just avoiding the lasers. And the other lasers take out the other layer. It's pretty neat. Okay, explode, please. Ooh. Okay, last form, last form. Wait, a couple more lasers, easy enough. And now it gets a little bit more difficult, but whew, it's just a couple shots, and the it's when he starts moving it's difficult because like this is easy, just avoid a few. It's the crescent moons I don't like, but as long as he starts on one layer, he won't change layer until he leaves the screen. Oh, there we go. Oh, we are nearing his end. We're nearing the end here. Oh. I'm so thankful I'm playing this in 3D. Makes a big difference. Oh, and that was it. That attack's like cut short. I think this is it. Boom. Bam, there we go. And that was Vertical Force. That was a good playthrough. Some close calls, but actually did a lot better than expected. Good. Very happy. There we go. This is the ending, which you do not get if you are playing this on easy mode. It's nothing special. I think the ending for Red Alarm was way more impressive, but there we go. We get to see the staff, and I always think it's nice to see who makes things. It's fun because then you start noticing certain names, especially with like newer games where you're like, oh wow, like nowadays we know like game directors' names and stuff like that. So it's fun to play older games and be like, oh my gosh, they worked on this? Like it's hilarious to me when you can see like the guy who made Resident Evil worked on Goof Troop for the Super Nintendo. That just makes me so happy. Like that type of stuff is just fun for me. I don't know Hitoshi Okuno, but you know, who knows? Maybe we'll see his name on another game one day. I like that. It's cute. I think it's important to give credit in that sense, you know what I mean? Like, they did a good job, even maybe if not, like, the best game in the world that they worked on, but maybe they're very proud of it. Not this game specifically, but I mean, like, there are bad games out there, but no one sets out to make a bad game on purpose, other than, like, Desert Bus, but you know what I mean? So it's always nice to see the names of people that I hope are proud of what they did. Music was good. Thank you, Shoji Tomi and Minoru Endo. I don't know what Joe Down means. Maybe they were licensed from another company or something. But yeah, this was developed and published by Hudson, like I was saying. I find usually they used to be very, very supportive of Nintendo. They made a lot of big Nintendo titles, especially in Japan. In Japan, Hudson and Nintendo had this really good friendship for the longest time. Then they made the TurboGrafx 16, which I wish did better because I liked it. There we go to the end! Now try hard mode. I am good. But I want to thank you for joining me. This was Vertical Force, and next episode of Seeing Red will be a very classic title. And again, not something that really needed to be for the Virtual Boy, but it's on every other system, so why not? I'm Fill the Blanks. See you next level. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to know when the next episode is up. If you want to support my channel, share some videos with some friends and consider supporting me on Patreon.